Shahmi,
Aida,
Alia, Wada.
Assalamualaikum and hi guys, welcome to our presentation. So we are from BA2492B and we will present the perfect video to you about Takaful. But before that, let me begin with a little bit introduction about this topic. Personal financial planning included being aware of and knowing how to safeguard one's life and property. Nobody can predict what will happen in the future since the world is filled with uncertainty. Tragedy and disaster to the person and family members might happen accidents, premature death or disabilities. And if this occurs, it will boost the difficulty of finding enough money to satisfy everyday expenditures and incur costs and costs associated with sustaining the life of the family's remaining members. Next, what is Takaful actually? In a kind of Islamic insurance known as Takaful, participants put money into a pool system to identify one another against loss or injury. Sharia or Islamic religious law, which outline how people are obligated to cooperate and protect one another, is the foundation for Takaful branded insurance. Health, life, and general insurance requirements are covered through Takaful plans. The word joint guarantee is Takaful in Arabic. It is an understanding among members or participants to jointly guarantee one another against any loss suffered or harm done to them. In essence, a Takaful agreement's goal is to use a certain amount to compensate for a specific loss. However, the insured party is not notified of how the compensation amount to be paid is calculated or maybe even the amount to be paid. Secondly, al-maisir, which involves gambling and which the dependent get a certain quantity of money without the insured person being told of how or where the money is to be obtained. And lastly, al-riba, in which the investment performance of the money received from the insured party is in doubt. The advantages of having a life or property protection tool such as Takaful: firstly, a reduction in financial burden due to the fact that compensation will be received and or outstanding debt will be paid upon premature death or total disability. Secondly, an ability for dependent or heirs to secure inherit properties. Thirdly, participants are entitled to a portion of the profit or operating assets based on the al-mudarabah profit sharing concept. Next, participants are eligible to be rewarded in the hereafter for the donation made via the tabarruk idea. And lastly, free of obligation by the guarantor or any outstanding credit facility or financing or loan.
So next is the Takaful product. Takaful product has two different products, which is first is family Takaful. Definition of family Takaful is a policy under which the Takaful fund rewards participants in the event of a misfortune, such as a tragedy or if they are injured in an accident. Second product is general Takaful. Definition of general Takaful is an agreement that protects the participant from material waste, injury, or devastation caused by an accident, tragedy, or misfortunes inflicted on property or people. So next is the example Takaful product. First is family Takaful, which is example Takaful mortgage plan. Miss James bought a property and paying a yearly 1,000 ringgit for 20 years with because she has participated in the aforementioned Takaful plan. If she dies or she permanently injured in an accident, a set sum of money from the Takaful provider will be utilized to pay the remaining outstanding monthly installment payment to the financial institutions. Second is general Takaful, which is from house owners and householders Takaful. Mr. Chang is a rich man who lives in a bungalow furnished with expensive furnishing and equipment. He wished to secure his home and its content as well as participate in the aforementioned Takaful program. If there is an accident or disaster as defined in the agreement, the Takaful operator may seek damage for his home and asset. Participants must provide proof or payment or copies of purchase receipt when submitting a claim.
What is Takaful operator? Basically, Takaful operator are those who hold a license under the Islamic Financial Service of 2013 to conduct Takaful business, with the exception of those who are licensed to conduct just Takaful business and those who are international Takaful operator. In a word, with two financial systems, Takaful operator go up against one another for the same market as well as traditional insurance providers. The market players were subject to intense rivalry as a result of these conditions, which better benefit consumer by promoting better service and goods. Takaful operators are foundations that offer various types of insurance or includes products and administrations in the Takaful market. We as Malaysians are good to come forward and support the visions of becoming a leader in Islamic accounting. Despite the Takaful license of selected parties includes outsiders to set up Takaful business, Bank Negara Malaysia is enabling the aggregations and aggregations of Takaful fees. For more information, the intern Takaful operator agreement was signed on May 22, 2008. This agreement has been approved by all of Malaysia's Takaful operators. This agreement established a specific standard for all operators to manage and regulate all matters relating to pre-contract inspection of agents, the agency register stream and the code of ethics, as well as compliance with the general tariff for motor and fire firm. The purpose of implementing this agreement is to improve the industry by involving all operators involved in the proper management and balancing of the Takaful and traditional insurance industry. There are many Takaful operators in Malaysia, for example, AIA Takaful, Great Eastern Takaful, and many more.
If a person wants to join Takaful to protect themselves against accidents or disaster, they can choose from a number of products offered by Takaful operators. Customer can visit the Takaful operator or speak with any of the agents to get a complete understanding of the merchandise. Prospective participants should be aware of the following before deciding on the type of Takaful product to engage in. The sort of security required, such as that for a family, life, or belongings come first. Next is accessibility, or how much a person is willing to participate. The third is the priority of protection, which states that the supplied cash may be utilized for protection on its own or for saving, investing, or both. The amount of payment to the Takaful operator may be made on a monthly, quarterly, 6-monthly, or annual basis depending on the circumstance and the participant's capacity to pay. In general, the bigger the contribution amount, the better the coverage or protection. To sum up, Takaful is essential in ensuring that you have a safety net of funds in case something unforeseen happens to you, like contracting a terrible illness, getting into an accident, suffering property damage, or even passing away. The Takaful sector is anticipated to continue expanding fast. However, the sector should not dismiss the hazards that come with this increase. As a result, stronger legal and regulatory frameworks are necessary to support corporate governance, policyholders' rights, and investment risk management. They must also expand their size and financial base, improve their human resources, and expand their distribution networks if finance are to support continuous sustainable growth. Takaful ultimately provides you with a financial safety net in case of unforeseen circumstances. If you do not already have a Takaful plan, we strongly suggest that you do so. Takaful may ensure that you or a beloved ones get the assistance and care you require, whether you or they have a disabling illness, a physical limitation, or die as a consequence of an accident.